What's going on, everybody? Shadowult here, and they just released the 2024 NFL schedules today, and this is when I make my Super Bowl prediction for the year. Now, let's get right into this. I'll probably edit this down to a shorter version in a week or two, or maybe closer to the NFL season. I don't know. I'm gonna make a shorter version of this at some point, so you can keep an eye out for that. But this is going to be the long version of the video, so just step back. If you want to watch this, step back and enjoy. If you want to wait till the shorter version, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and it'll alert you when it comes out. Now anyway, let's get into it. First game of the season is going to be the Ravens and the Chiefs. I think it's going to be a close game. I want to say the Ravens, but I feel like the Chiefs are going to pull it off just barely to open the season. Maybe like 21-20 would be the final score. Kind of like started last year. I think it's gonna be real close, like 1 to 3 point differential. Maybe 24-21, something like that. Second game of the season, we have Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers against Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles. Going to Brazil. It's gonna be the Eagles' first game without Jason Kelce. The Eagles have loaded up. They drafted I think Cooper DeJean was one of them. I think they drafted Cooper DeJean and was it Terrion Arnold? They drafted two really good corners in the draft. They're really loading up their team. Packers, although I think they're a good team, I think the Eagles are back and they're ready to kill. I say they take this one, maybe by 2 possessions. Now, I think Sunday games, I don't think I'm gonna do them in a specific order. I think I'm gonna save the night games though. Shouldn't there be 2 Monday? No, week 2 has the 2 Monday night games now. That's right. Okay, I'll start with the AFC Sunday games. Patriots just drafted Drake May. I'm not a huge fan of the Patriots draft, and Joe Burrow should be back. Joe Burrow usually struggles to start the season because he's recovered from an injury. But just because he's playing the Patriots, I don't think they're going to lose this game. They might play a little bit sloppy, might throw a couple picks. It might be a closer game than it should be, but I think the Bengals have no reason not to win this game. Jaguars versus Dolphins. Dolphins high-powered offense versus Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars. I'm still waiting on T. Higgins to get traded to Jacksonville. Meanwhile, I think Gabe Davis is going to be one of our top receivers. Last year he was really hit or miss. I don't know how he's going to be like this year. Close game. I think Dolphins take the week 1. I think Jaguars momentum got slammed at the end of last season. So I think it's going to take some time for them to regain it. I don't think they're going to be coming into this year winning a bunch of games. Texans versus Colts. The return of Anthony Richardson. I forgot who Colts quarterback is. Flacco, that's right, Flacco. Versus CJ Stroud. Yeah, this game, I'm not too high on Anthony Richardson. I don't think he's gonna pan out that well in the NFL. He looked good at the beginning of last year, but he could get RG3. Meanwhile, CJ Stroud's already proven and probably going to win the division this year. I hate to say as a Jaguars fan. Raiders versus Chargers. I don't think the Raiders drafted a quarterback, so it's going to be Minshew versus Justin Herbert. Well, this is going to be Harbaugh's first game as the Chargers coach. Oh, this one's tough. Chargers don't have much of an offense. Who's Chargers defense? Hey Siri. Who is Chargers defensive coordinator? I think he probably... That was for the 2023 season. think it was a guy from Michigan. Once again, I think this is going to be another close game. I think I have to give it to Harbaugh on the Chargers with home field advantage. Titans versus Bears. Will Levis versus... Okay. No number one pick has won the first game of their career, though. Quarterback. No, okay. No number one pick quarterback has won week 1 of their rookie season. I think it continues. Why? Because you gotta throw in some upsets here and there. Bears should win this game, but it's the Bears. They're gonna lose it. They're gonna find a way to lose it. Week 1, Bears lose. Okay, next up. Arthur Smith's return to Atlanta. Okay, it may be 11 o'clock at night, but I just got off of work. So, I've only seen a few of the Patriots-Jaguars games because I'm a Patriots-Jaguars fan, so I kind of looked when the schedules came out. And then I knew the Ravens, Chiefs, Packers, Eagles, and Jets, Niners. But besides that, I haven't seen any other game. So Arthur Smith's return to Atlanta. This is gonna be Russell Wilson versus Kirk Cousins. I don't think Penix is gonna be starting. He might start off. He might start week 18 or something. Oh, so this is gonna be a battle of good offense versus battle of good offense versus good defense. I'll give this one to Mike Tomlin. He has to win 9 games somehow. I think it's gonna be close too. I could really see that game going either way. I really wouldn't be surprised if the Falcons won it. Next up, we have the Cardinals and the Bills. Josh Allen, Kyler Murray. Ooh, MHJ's first game. Marv. Bills don't have any receivers, really, that I can think of. They drafted... It wasn't Lad McConkey. I can't think of what his name is. I don't think it was Adonai Mitchell either. Don't think the Cardinals are going to be too great this year. Oh, this... I'm gonna close these ads. I should probably get an ad blocker. I think... Oh, this one's tough. I say the Bills edge out here. We have... Whoever you think the Broncos starting quarterback is going to be, it's probably going to be Bo Nix versus Geno Smith. Oh, this is going to be Mike McDonald's first game as head coach. Geno Smith. The Seahawks offense should be solid. I just don't see the Broncos being good enough. Cowboys versus Browns. The battle of the Madden overrated teams in Madden 20. Don't know why that just came to mind. Dak Prescott. Deshaun. Yeah. Nick Chubb should be back if he's playing well enough. Browns defense should be really good. I think Deshaun Watson could ruin that game though. Oh, this one's close. Cowboys stack. I think I have to give this one to the Browns. Okay, I probably should pick up the pace a little bit. Panthers Saints. Derek Carr versus Bryce Young. To be honest, I think Panthers are gonna be taking some steps this year. Oh shoot, Dave Canales is their coach. Oh, I'm not a huge fan of him. Dennis Allen. That Saints offense, Saints are always about mid. The Saints win this game. JJ McCarthy versus Daniel Jones. The battle of how are you in the league quarterbacks. This one's close. I think I'm going to give it to the one with Jay Jettas. Vikings probably have better defense too. Brian Flores, yeah. The Commanders versus the Bucks. Oh, I was about to say Sam Howell. This one's Jaden Daniels' rookie game versus Baker Mayfield. Bucks won this one. I think all the rookie quarterbacks starting this, except JJ McCarthy, all the rookie quarterbacks starting week 1 this year, except JJ McCarthy, are going to lose their games. Rams versus Lions. Lions are going to be coming out here really hungry. I think the Rams are going to regress a little bit from last year. They should still be a good team under Sean McVay, but I think Stafford... Hey Siri. How old is Matthew Stafford? Yeah, he should be taking some steps back here soon. I think this year could... He's already taken some steps back, so... Lions win it. Monday Night Football. Jets versus Niners. Brock Purdy starts the season on Monday Night Football, and Aaron Rodgers goes to lose to the team he can't ever beat. Going into week 2, Thursday Night Football, we have the Bills versus the Dolphins. The Bills own the Dolphins. I don't care that the Bills probably are going to suck worse than they're going to suck. They're going to regress. I'm going to put it that way. That way it doesn't come back to haunt me. Jets, Titans. You have Aaron Rodgers versus Will Levis. Aaron Rodgers kills them. He's going to come back for revenge and win week 2. Jaguars, Browns. Oh my gosh, I hated this game last year. The Browns killed... I think they killed us. Trevor Lawrence playing against that defense. And then Deshaun Watson against our defense. Yeah, I think we're going to continue our struggles going into week 2. Ravens are gonna want revenge, not necessarily against the Raiders, but because of what happened last week, and they're gonna go out there and kill the Raiders. The Steelers versus the Broncos. Bo Nix against that defense. Let Russ cook here. Bengals versus Chiefs. Joe Burrow usually struggles at the start of the season, but he's playing the Chiefs. Which one's gonna happen? Chiefs are gonna win this game. I feel very confident in saying Chiefs are gonna win this game, and they're gonna start off 2-0 this year against the Ravens and then against the Bengals. Colts, Packers. Okay, Packers win. Once again, I'm not too high on the Colts. Chargers, Panthers. Yeah, I get that with the Chargers. Seahawks, take that one. Bears versus Texans. This is going to be a damn good week 2 game. I'm going to give this one to the Texans. Really close one again. But I think the Bears just barely lose it. Niners versus Vikings. I could see this one being a trap game. But I think Niners defense should give J.J. McCarthy a hard time. They still don't have the 2 Monday night games. Did they get rid of that? Saints, Cowboys. Cowboys should win this game easy. Commanders versus Giants. You have Danny Dimes over here, and then you have Jaden Daniels over here. I think Commanders take this game. I think they start off 1-1. Bucks versus Lions. Lions take it. Rams versus Cardinals. I'm gonna have to give the Rams the edge here. Here we go. Falcons versus Eagles. You have Kirk Cousins and a high-powered offense against Jalen Hurts and their high-powered offense that. Uh Falcons should be looking good here, but I think they're going to run into a brick wall here against the Eagles. Week 3. You've got to be kidding me. They put that on Thursday night. Patriots are going to get massacred on national television. What's the Sunday night game here? That's a solid game. Chargers versus Steelers. You have Harbaugh versus Tomlin. You have Herbert versus Russ. I really think. Ooh. Steelers start off 3-0. Packers versus Titans. Packers win that one. Texans versus Vikings. Texans win that one. Bears versus Colts. This is where Caleb Williams gets his first win as a starter in the NFL. It's going to be a rough first couple weeks for him, but I think he bounces back here. Broncos versus Bucks. I give that one to the Bucks easily. Giants versus Browns. I have to give that one to the Browns. I have them starting 3-0 too, which kind of surprises me. Oh, the mini bye because Thursday Night Football, yeah. Dolphins versus Seahawks. Their high-powered offense against the Seahawks. Yeah. Oh, Mike McDonald. That's tough. I think I'm going to have to give this one to the Dolphins. Panthers versus Raiders. It's Minshew Mania. Ravens cook their Cowboys. Okay. Eagles versus Saints. I'm gonna. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give this one to the Saints. I say they're gonna upset them. Niners always beat the Rams. No question about that one. I swear I've seen the Saints upset the Eagles a few times in the past few years. So I think it's gonna happen again. Lions versus the Cardinals. Lions, yeah. Chiefs versus Falcons. This is going to be a rough start to the season for the Falcons. Starting off 0-3. One of the worst teams in their division. Well, that's going to be a rough start. I think Chiefs are going to be riding momentum like crazy. Commanders versus Bengals. Bengals win it. No. I'm gonna give this one to the Commanders. We have a couple upsets this week. Commanders win it. Joe Burrow's gonna, because he's still recovering from his injury. I think it's gonna be a slow start. Because I think Commanders are gonna. I think they're gonna do okay this year. Jaden Daniels is gonna be looking good with Scary Terry, Austin Eckler, if he performs like he did a couple years ago compared to last year. Cowboys versus Giants. Honestly, I think Giants upset here. I have no logic or reasoning to base that. I just have a funny feeling. Here's the 2 Monday night games. They moved it to week 4, I guess. Jaguars versus Texans. Texans take the home win here. Did I miss the Jaguars game or? I forgot to talk about Monday night last week. Oh, 2 Monday night games here. I didn't think about that. The other Monday night game on the week 3 is the Jaguars versus the Bills. I think this is going to be one of the games where we bounce back, get a win, and force the Bills their first loss. And then going into week 4, we go into Houston and get killed. Steelers versus Colts. Can't believe I'm doing this. Russ and the Steelers are up to 4-0. Russ kind of fits in though. He's one of those like. I feel like he fits in with the Steelers culture, playing down to opponents but bailed out by high-end talent. I think that's what we're going to see a lot of this year. Yeah. Aaron Rodgers and the Jets beat the Broncos. I think Sean Payton gets on the hot seat. Harbaugh and the Chargers versus Andy Reid Chiefs. Chiefs, they're starting off 4-0 here. Minshew Mania and the Raiders against that Browns defense. Call me crazy, but I'm giving the Raiders the edge here. Bengals versus Panthers. I think this is where Joe Burrow and the Bengals kind of start bouncing back. Yeah, I don't think Drake May is going to stand a chance against that Niners defense. J.J. McCarthy against Packers. Yeah, no. Rams versus Bears. This one's going to be a tough one for both teams. Bears have home field advantage, so I'm going to give that to the Bears. Eagles versus Cardinals. That's not the Cardinals. Eagles versus Buccaneers. I'm going to have to give it to the Eagles. Saints versus Cardinals. Why is every team that's around the Cardinals for me? Am I going to screw up? Is the next game going to be Cardinals versus Cardinals? Anyway, Saints versus Falcons. Kirk Cousins and the Falcons finally get their first win here. And I definitely think there's speculation that they're going to start 10x at some point this year by now. If they start off 0-3. Next up, we have the Commanders versus the Cardinals. I'm going to give this one to the Cardinals. Bills versus Ravens. I'm giving this one to the Ravens. Bills are now down to 2-2 after starting off 2-0. Titans versus the Dolphins. Dolphins start off 3-1. Still not first in the division. Lions started off 4-0. I'm not even. Falcons bounce back and get their second win as they're looking to take first place in the week NFC South again. What Sunday night? The Super Bowl of this. I think it's the most played Super Bowl. Bills versus Texans. Stephon Diggs returned. Stephon Diggs playing against his old team, I should say. Ooh. I think the Bills' lack of weapons is what's going to get them here. And they're going to be looking weak again. Jaguars finally take a game against the Colts because they cannot. They finally win another game, I should say, as the Colts cannot win in Duval. Ravens versus Bengals. This is the Bengals striking back and finally returning back to form. Dolphins, I don't have to talk about that game. Raiders, I don't have to talk about that game either. Jets versus Vikings. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers owns the NFC North. Wait, is that the division play the Jets play this year? No. They just play that one team, okay. I want to see Aaron Rodgers play Caleb Williams. Browns beat the Commanders. Bears beat the Panthers. Niners beat the Cardinals. Ooh. I'm going to edge the Seahawks here. Um, I'm gonna give this one to the Packers. Bad start to the year for the Rams. Cowboys versus Steelers. I don't think the Cowboys can do it. And then Chiefs, yeah, they're starting off 5-0. Going into week 6. Thursday Night Football. We have the Niners going to Seattle. Yeah. Okay, Sunday Night Football this week is a terrible game. Okay. Colts Titans. Titans take this one. Texans, yeah. Steelers versus Raiders, another 70s classic. Gonna give it to the Steelers. They probably won't start off 6-0, but I think they're probably gonna take it a step up. Chargers are gonna kill a Broncos. No, Broncos upset them here. Because Broncos always find a way to upset the Chargers once. Jaguars versus Bears. In London. I know what I want to say, but I know what I have to say. It's going to be the Bears. Yeah. Things aren't looking too good for Trevor Lawrence right now. 2-4. Yeah, Ravens, Eagles take those. Packers versus Cardinals. Packers win it. Bucks versus Saints. I think Bucks win it. Lions versus Cowboys. Lions are getting revenge. I think they're going to be on a revenge tour. Falcons beat the Panthers. Bengals versus Giants. Bengals kill them. Bills versus Jets. I think Rodgers is winning that one. And I think the Bills script looks a lot similar to last year. Week 7, I know that's a London game. I'm going to give the Broncos another win here. Okay, Sunday Night Football. Holy crap, there's a lot of Monday Night doubleheaders this year. Okay, and then Jets Steelers is Sunday Night Football. Yeah, Jaguars are winning that game. I'm not talking about it. Dolphins versus Colts. I say this one Colts upset. Do I have the Dolphins winning against any? No. Bills take on the Titans. The Bengals beat the Browns, and the Browns are pretty much sent back to reality. Texans versus Packers. I think Packers finally calm the Texans down a little bit. Raiders versus Rams. Rams take it. Yeah, Niners are getting their first loss here. They cannot beat the Chiefs to save their life. Lions versus Vikings. Lions. Falcons beat the Seahawks. And the Falcons went from 0-3 to leading their division at 4-3. Eagles, Giants. I'm predicting another Giants upset here. Panthers, Commanders. Panthers get their first win here. Jets, Steelers. Russ versus Rodgers. That rivalry, Russ usually, whoever's home usually takes it. So Russ. Ravens versus Bucks. I'm giving that to the Ravens. And then Chargers versus Cardinals. I'm giving that one to the Chargers. Going on to week 8. Thursday Night Football is Vikings versus Rams. Rams take that one. Sunday Night Football is... Why do you put that on national television again? Let's see. Speed run. Texans, Ravens, Jets, Chiefs. Give this one to the Jaguars. I think they're gonna... I think they might start heating... maybe. Cardinals versus Dolphins. Dolphins. No, I'm gonna give that one to the Cardinals, actually. Lions, Bills. The Drew Brees Bowl goes to the Chargers. Panthers, Broncos. Ooh. Give that one to the Panthers. What I think should have been Sunday Night Football. I'm gonna give that one to the Eagles. Falcons versus Bucks. I'm gonna give that one to the home team here. I don't think the Bucks are going to be as good as last year, but I think they're still going to put up somewhat of a fight. Bears kill the Commanders. Niners kill the Cowboys. And why does Steelers have such an easy schedule? Aaron Rodgers and the Jets beat the Texans. They're up to 7-2 right now. Sunday Night Football. We get killed national television. Patriots got to win a game somewhere. Yeah, it's not against Vrabel. Bills take the lead over the Dolphins in the division. Bengals take that. Ravens take it. Chargers, Browns. Wait, wasn't last week a Monday night doubleheader? No. Did I miss one? No, okay, yeah. Chargers take it. JJ McCarthy wins another game. Commanders versus Giants. Giants take it at home this time. Cowboys beat the Falcons. Panthers versus Saints. Saints take that one. Bears versus Cardinals. I'm leaning towards an upset here. Cardinals win another one. Rams always beat the Seahawks for some reason. For some reason, the Niners always beat the Rams. Rams always beat the Seahawks. Well, the Niners usually beat everybody in their division, but that's besides the point. I say the Lions' tear continues as they beat the Packers. Jaguars versus Eagles. Eagles won this one, and then Chiefs won that one. Week 9. Week 10, sorry. Bengals win another one. Oh my gosh, I see the funniest thing I could do, and I think I'm gonna do it. Give me a second here. Okay. Chiefs. Bills. Titans versus Chargers. Chargers. Bears. Now. Oh, I got an ad. Here we go. Where's that? I had to do that real quick. I think Steelers' perfect season ends to the hand of the Commanders again 4 years later. Probably won't be a perfect season, but oh well. Jaguars, let's see if we can try getting momentum again. Jets versus Cardinals, Jets. Lions versus Texans. Lions win it. Dolphins versus Rams, the Rams win that. Giants versus Panthers, I give that one to the Giants. Did I skip over? Oh yeah, I wasn't supposed to predict that game. Oh well, I was supposed to predict either of those games, but I was too caught up in the moment. Might as well hurry up and make my other predictions here. Falcons, Saints. I'm gonna go with Falcons there. I think this is where they kind of started separating themselves from the rest of the division. Eagles versus Commanders. While they have momentum. Here we go. Who's gonna win? Jordan Love or Caleb Williams? Packers on the Bears. Who are we joking? Packers are gonna win that. Seahawks, Niners. Niners won that. Okay. Raiders versus Dolphins. Minshew Mania again. Ravens beat the Steelers. And that I feel like this season could go really similar to 2019 for the 2018 for the Steelers, I should say. 2018. Bengals. I think the Bills are going to take the regular season matchup between the Chiefs, them and the Chiefs. Vikings versus Titans. JJ McCarthy gets another win. Browns versus Saints. Deshaun versus could be Tyler Huntley at this point. Yeah, Browns won that. Rams. Every time we think Jaguars can get momentum, They hit a brick wall. I'm not even out there. Patriots scoring -1 points in that game. You tell me how. Falcons beat the Broncos. Colts versus Jets. Jets. Texans versus Cowboys. Texans. Where did it go wrong? Could these 3 games go either way? I'm sticking to it. Here we go. Yeah, let's just watch this. Let's just watch the Steelers crash and burn. Titans, Texans. Texans win that. Dolphins win that. Minshew Mania. Sunday night this week is Eagles versus Rams. Okay. Lions, Chiefs. The Bears. Cowboys. Bucks. Seahawks. Niners beat the Packers. Eagles versus Rams. Huh. Eagles it is. Monday Night Football at the Harbaugh Bowl. John always beats Jim. For some reason, that's always how it is. Now that we're in the heat of the playoff race, now we're gonna switch from division to conference. Yeah, the NFC kind of looks how I would think it would. AFC kind of looks different. As we get into the heat of the playoff race, Packers beat the Dolphins. Oh, this is Thanksgiving. So that's the night game. Bears versus Lions. Lions beat the Bears. Cowboys beat the Giants as they start pulling their way back up. The Black Friday game, Chiefs beat the Raiders. No. We're gonna give that one to the Raiders. Raiders always upset the Chiefs once a year. Colts win a game. Bengals win a game. Sunday night game this week is Niners-Bills. Okay. Call me a biased Jaguars fan, but I think we're gonna take the home game against the Texans. At least give us something to hope for. Chargers beat the Falcons. Close one, though. Jets beat the Seahawks. Also, by the way, I just want to say that I predicted the Jets to underperform last year. I kind of figured Aaron Rodgers would get injured at some point. But I didn't think they would underperform and miss the playoffs. I got that right. So, I have been accurate with the Aaron Rodgers Jets so far. Anyway, Titans versus Commanders. Give that one to the Titans. Ooh, Eagles versus Ravens. Give that one to the Eagles. Cardinals versus Vikings. Gonna be another close one. Gonna give it to the Vikings. I think they're gonna do better than a lot of people think next year. Now, do I think that's gonna be anything spectacular? Probably not. I have them at 4-8 right now, so their ceiling is really limited. That could still be a playoff berth if they go 9-8, though. Bucks versus Panthers. Bucks. Rams versus Saints. Rams win. 49ers versus Bills. Bills take that one. Monday Night Football, the Browns kill Bo Nix and the Broncos. Going into week 14 is so 14, 15, 16, 17. So Colts, Broncos, and Patriots have all been eliminated. Yeah. On the NFC side, nobody's been eliminated yet. Thursday Night Football. Lions have to lose a game at some point. That's going to be a good Sunday night game. Jaguars beat the Titans as we start getting momentum rolling. The Browns beat the Steelers, and the Steelers start collapsing live. Jets beat the Dolphins. I think we eliminated the Titans from the playoffs too. Raiders versus Bucks. I give that one to the Bucks. Bills versus Rams. That one goes to the Bills. Falcons versus Vikings. Falcons take that. Saints versus Giants. Saints win that one. Panthers are going to beat the Eagles. No, Eagles win that one. Seahawks beat the Cardinals. Niners beat the Bears. As they're sitting on the edge of the playoff race. Chargers, Chiefs. I think Chargers win it. I think it's getting... The AFC playoff race is getting really close. And Bengals beat the Cowboys. Week 15, there's 4 weeks left. Titans are eliminated. I think Jets... No, they haven't clinched the division. Anybody clinched the division yet? I don't think so. Nobody's really even clinched a playoff spot over here. On the NFC side, the Lions, probably Niners, have clinched a playoff spot. Lions are really close to clinching the division. Niners have. Eagles clinch the division. Yeah. Speaking of that, Niners. Yeah, they definitely clinched the division now. Clinch playoff spot too. Okay, anyway. Sunday Night Football this week. Jordan Love versus Geno Smith. Texans beat the Dolphins. Bengals beat the Titans. Jaguars beat the Jets. I think this is where the momentum picks up now. What is it? It's 3 straight wins off a bye week too. Yeah, with the week schedule ahead, perfect. Chiefs versus Browns. I think this is gonna be an upset. Colts versus Broncos. Give that one to the Colts. Anthony Richardson's probably injured now for the season by now anyway. Ravens versus Giants. Ravens. Bucks versus Chargers. I think Bucks upset here. Cardinals win. Lions win this one. Eagles continue the Steelers' downfall. Falcons. Oh wait, that's Monday night. Saints beat the Commanders. Cowboys are up to 6-8 now. Seahawks beat the Packers. Now the Lions have clinched the division. Monday night doubleheader. Falcons win. The Vikings win. And in a random upset, JJ McCarthy wins his first Monday night game. Something that took Kirk Cousins almost a whole decade to do. Bengals beat the Browns. Texans beat the Chiefs. I think they're gonna start to collapse here. I've got to see. Anybody else eliminated? We have 3 weeks left in the season. Dolphins eliminated. Raiders are on the cusp. Probably eliminated. Anybody clinch anything? Bengals Jets might have clinched playoff spot. Up here, Niners clinched division. Lions clinched division. Eagles did. Yeah, I think that's the extent of it. So boom, boom. Ravens keep the Steelers' downfall going. I think Colts win it. Bills. Who's the Sunday night game? I would have thought it was Niners, Dolphins. Bucks, Cowboys. Chargers beat the Broncos. Wait, did the Broncos already upset them? Yeah. Jaguars win. And now they're in the playoff picture after a rough start. Rams versus Jets. Jets won that one. Niners beat the Dolphins. Yeah, I think Dolphins are going to have a rough year. Lions win, making the Bears have a losing record. Going down to the final stretch of the season. Falcons win. Eagles beat the Commanders. Cardinals beat the Panthers. Seahawks versus Vikings. I'm gonna give this one to the Vikings. I think they might make a late season push. Cowboys. I think Cowboys win. Monday Night Football, the Packers. 2 weeks left in the season. Saints, Cardinals probably eliminated. So the NFC wildcard race is looking like the Seahawks, Vikings, Rams, Bears, Cowboys, and Bucks are probably in there too. They could still miss. The Falcons went away from clinching their division. Jets probably clinched their division. Texans probably clinched theirs. Chiefs are going to clinch theirs soon enough. Raiders are officially eliminated. So there's 10 teams left in the AFC, 11 left in the NFC. Okay. The Christmas games are going to start off the week. Okay. Chiefs put the nail in the Steelers' coffin. Ravens beat the Texans. And Caleb Williams wins and gives the Bears a Christmas miracle and potentially extending their playoff hopes. Bengals, Chargers, Jaguars. And the Bills. Holy crap. I don't know if y'all can see the lag. I better be recording. Okay, I'm almost for an hour. So this is going to be a really long episode. Dolphins versus Browns. Browns win it. Going down to a three-way tie going into week 18. Giants, Colts. Giants win it. Raiders beat the Saints, even though it doesn't really matter anymore. Rams win. Falcons versus Commanders. Falcons win. Packers versus Vikings. I think Vikings win, and it doesn't really matter because no matter what happens, they're playing the Falcons or probably the Falcons, but it could be the Bucks. Bucks win. And the Cowboys lose. They might be eliminated. Monday Night Football. Actually, I'm going to give that one to the Niners. I think that's going to be the battle of the number 1 seed. Whoever wins that one's going to get the number 1 seed, I think. Week 18. Now the number 1 seed goes down between Niners, Lions. Let's see, can the Jets get number 1 seed? They cannot. Wait. Nope, the Bengals have it clinched. So, the Steelers are going to get a pity win. And they get 9! They get a... They continue their winning season record because of a pity win. Okay then. Can the Jets move at all? They can. They won't, but they can. Now can the Bills... I mean, the Bills have something to play for. The Bills win that one. Ravens don't really have anything to play for. Jaguars win. Chargers win. That would be a nightmare scenario. Chiefs win. Not gonna happen, but yeah. So that's my AFC playoff picture. This looks like if you drew this up a couple years ago, or when I was a kid, even early 2010s, this looked like you were on drugs. Going to the NFC side, can the Vikings make the playoffs? Doesn't look like it. Holy crap, there's still a scenario. So if I remember right, ooh, the Bears still have something to play for. The Packers do. So the Vikings are eliminated. So Lions win and the Niners win. Niners get the number 1 seed again. Eagles don't really have anything to play for, so Giants get a pity win. Falcons are gonna win and the Bucks are gonna win. So I think the Packers are gonna win. The Rams are gonna win. Yeah, that Packers game matters. Holy crap. Cowboys win and barely miss the playoffs. So let's see your NFC playoff picture. The Bears, yeah, that's kind of on par for the Bears. I think they could make the playoffs. But I think they're gonna barely miss it. Year one. And the Patriots get the #1 pick. So we get Shador Sanders. Okay. Or we're probably drafting Jordan Travis. I don't know. Whoever the #1 pick is next year. Wild card weekend, the Jets win. Bills versus Texans. Bills with the momentum. I think they're gonna take it. Ravens versus Chiefs. Just a couple months ago. Ooh. I had this being the AFC Championship game, but apparently it's gonna be a wild card weekend game. I think it's gonna go to the Chiefs. Packers versus Falcons. Yeah, Kirk Cousins choking in the playoffs. Wild card rematch from last year. We have a couple of them. Lions still win, and then Eagles get revenge for last year. Divisional round. Bengals take it. This one's really close. Gonna give it to Aaron Rodgers and the Jets though, as they make the AFC Championship for the first time since 2010 against the Bengals. Niners beat the Packers. Lions beat the Eagles. Your AFC Championship game is the Jets at the Bengals for a chance to go to the Super Bowl. No dip if it's the championship game. The Jets. Well, this one's tough. I think it's going to be close, but I think the Bengals are going to go to the Super Bowl. And then I don't think this will be Aaron Rodgers' last season, but I think this is going to be his last productive season. I think he's going to fall short like that. Then we have Niners versus the Lions. I think it's going to be a close game, but the Lions are hungry after 2 straight losses to the Niners. I think the Lions are going to the Super Bowl. And we have the weirdest Super Bowl of our lifetime, the Bengals versus the Lions. Jared Goff versus Joe Burrow. I really think I could see the Chiefs doing this too, but I think in a close one, we can see the Bengals win it all. Still have the Lions doing really good, but and we have our Super Bowl. What season are we in? 59? I think it's 59. I don't know how confident I feel in this, though. That AFC is stacked. I don't think it's going to be the Jets. I think he's going to fall short. Okay, I'll put it this way. Oh, yeah, no. Okay, no, yeah, Texas is going to win. Yeah, this is how it's going to go. I'm telling you right now, this is how it's going to go. What do you mean it didn't click? Scratch what I said out about the Bengals. This is how it's going to go. It's going to be the Chiefs versus the Lions this year, and then the Chiefs are going to win it. I said the wrong team winning the wild card round. Bills are going to get first round, and Sean McDermott's going to get fired. Chiefs are going to go another run again, yeah. So your Super Bowl 59 champion is going to be the Kansas City Chiefs over the Detroit Lions. Aaron Rodgers falls short in his final season again. I don't know. It's just Bengals or Chiefs. I could see either way. I'm leaning towards Chiefs though. I legit have money placed on the Chiefs right now. Bengals or Chiefs, take your pick. Over the Lions. Well, thank y'all for watching. I'm sorry this video is so long. There will be a shorter version of it made at some point. I don't know when I'm going to release it. Whenever I feel is the right time to. But this is going to be the long, mostly unedited version of it. Remember, I'm leaning towards the Chiefs, but I think it's either Chiefs or Bengals over the Lions. So thank y'all for watching. If you like it, make sure to hit the like button. And if you want to see more from me, feel free to subscribe. And I will see y'all in the next video.